For those of you who don't know me, and this is my beautiful friend Emily and her sweet miracle baby boy Elijah. She calls him Eli. That's his little nickname. But what you're seeing in front of you right now is a miracle. It's a miracle. And last year at our LifeWomen's event, Emily was believing God for her miracle. And she's just going to take a moment and share her story. So whatever, like Pastor Joyce said at the beginning, whatever you are believing for tonight, as you listen to Emily's story, allow your faith to arise.
One year ago, I attended the first LifeWomen event here at the Canada campus. I remember being prayed over at that evening, not knowing what God had planned for my life only a few months later. Almost 3 years ago, our journey began. We felt God speaking to us that it was time to start a family. Little did we know that would lead to 2 years of loss, heartache, pain, and disappointment. We were overjoyed when we conceived our first time trying, but our hearts were quickly broken when we miscarried that baby. We leaned upon God for strength and continued to pray His will. Months went by, and we hadn't been able to conceive again. It was beginning to feel very discouraging. A few months later, we'd suffered loss all over again when my husband's father had a massive stroke and passed away a week later. This was particularly difficult for us because his mom had passed away 4 years prior. It hurt so much, realizing that neither of them would be here to share in our joy when God felt it time for us to have a family. Time continued to pass, and over a year had gone by, and we still hadn't conceived. One day, I received a message from my younger half-sister informing me that she and her boyfriend were pregnant. And this news hit me particularly hard, especially considering their circumstances. I was so hurt, and honestly, I was angry with God. So I decided I needed to speak out loud to God, expressing everything that I was feeling. It was so amazing how the anger just lifted from my heart. The next day, I did everything I could to reach out to God. I read inspirational quotes and scriptures, watched motivational speakers like Joyce Meyer, and I blared worship music, singing at the top of my lungs. All of a sudden, something came over me, and I broke down into tears, crying out to God. At that very moment, the song Overcomer by Mendisic started playing, and I truly felt that God was speaking to me through this song. That song then became a great source of encouragement for me. Since the miscarriage, I had been experiencing symptoms with my body that I'd never had before. As time went by, these symptoms got progressively worse and quite painful. Not only was I concerned because I wasn't getting answers as to what was going on with my body, but I was especially concerned that whatever it was could be affecting our fertility. Through all of this, I continued to pray to God. It wasn't until we went to the fertility center that I started getting answers. On February 9th, 2015, I underwent laparoscopic day surgery for endometriosis and was also put on progesterone treatment a month after that. As the end of my second cycle of the progesterone treatment was approaching, that feeling of discouragement came over me once again. 2 years had already gone by, and I just didn't want to see yet another negative pregnancy test. Thankfully, we had Bible study that evening, and I felt uplifted when I left. When I woke up the next morning, I said to God, "Okay, God, I'm ready for another negative, if that's your will." To my surprise and awe, when I looked at the pregnancy test, a very faint second line had appeared. We were pregnant. Even though I stumbled time and time again, allowing the pain and discouragement to fall back on me, God was always there to pick me up again. With everything we went through on this journey, it only made my faith so much stronger. And now, I hold that precious blessing in my arms. On January 7th, I gave birth to our beautiful baby boy, Elijah Jonas Bruce Rallison. The scripture comes to mind. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Amen. Emily didn't go through this alone. So many of us were right there with her, believing God for her to have her miracle. And that's what these nights are all about. You are not alone.
That's right.
We are here for you, and we want to see your miracles happen. Amen.
Yeah.
Let's just take a moment in this atmosphere.